the dance team has shaped me most because it's taught me how to prioritize things. I have to, set up a schedule for work and schoolwork and class and everything like that. So it's taught me how to balance all of those things.
The last 3 years, I've actually worked in the Office of Student Development on campus alongside the Vice Chancellor for Student Development and the Dean of Students. It's also been a challenge trying to balance time management between practice and homework and school and work and games, but it's also very rewarding.
Definitely a hard thing is just managing your time, and I think that coming in as a freshman on the team, you definitely have to just immediately start knowing how to manage your time and getting to practice and getting your homework done, and that's always been the hardest for me.
All of our girls are very self-motivated and we hold each other accountable. We don't have a coach telling us, you have to be at workouts at this time, you have to be at practice at this time, you have to do this, that, and the other. That's really the captain and the co-captain's responsibility. So our girls are very self-driven. They show up when we tell them to, and we also motivate each other. So when we go work out at 6 in the morning, it's a lot easier to do that with 15 of your best friends than it would be to go by yourself.
I'm a tutor for the SDAP program. SDAP stands for Students with Diverse Abilities. It's relatively new here at App. I got involved because a friend of mine actually started volunteering and was talking about how great it was and how much she loved it. So I volunteered and fell in love with it naturally, and I've been doing it for about a year now. Being on the dance team, you see a lot of familiar faces in the crowds and stuff, especially at basketball games when you're so close to the crowd. And seeing some of the students that I tutor, seeing some of their faces in the crowd, they just light up and are always waving and trying to get my attention. And it's just a reminder that you're not only there a huge support for them, but they also support you and see you as such a close friend.
I feel that practice is a place you can come to just forget about what has happened throughout your day and to be around all of your best friends. So it's definitely hard. It's hard with nursing just because you never know what could happen at clinical one day, and then you have to come to practice and be ready to dance.
Bringing a positive attitude to practice when you're drowning in homework or you have class, work, whatever it is, that will make everything seem a lot better, and everyone will feed off that energy that you bring. So I think that's one of the biggest things that we focused on this year.
First it was pretty intimidating because I've never really danced in a crop top before. I was never really allowed to. And so putting it on for the first time and being thrown out in front of a huge crowd in the football stadium, it's really intimidating. But once you start dancing, you're in your natural habitat and you just don't even think about it, and you're just loving what you're doing and not thinking about what you look like.
I'm Bailey Urey. I'm a marketing rep, and I plan on working in the medical field.
I am McKaylee Smith, and I'm a double major in Dance Studies and Business Administration.
I am Holly Moore, and I'm a future nurse.
I'm Blakely Philbeck, and I want to be an occupational therapist.
I am McKenna Wellborn, and I am a tutor, and I'm a Communication Sciences and Disorders major.
I'm Katie Murray, and when I graduate college, I want to own my own dance studio.
We are the Appalachian State Dance Team.